What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, and as usual, I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Today, we're going to talk about the WNBA 2026 updates. But before we do that, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, comment on anyone about the show. I'm trying to get the ratings up a little bit, just a little bit. And if you wonder where you heard this before, that's because you've been listening to me Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I greatly appreciate you. Now, let's go ahead and list off the top 8 of the WNBA. Currently, because it's still early, ladies and gentlemen. We only about, 9 games in? You know what I'm saying? Maybe even 10, 11. Yeah, about 11, something around that time frame. Games played. We got the following in order from 1 through 8. The Minnesota Lynx at number 1, the Atlanta Dream, number 2, the Dallas Wings, number 3, Las Vegas Aces, number 4, the Golden State Valkyries, number 5, New York Liberty, number 6, Portland Fire, number 7, Toronto Tempo, number 8. Everybody else, get in where you fit in. Now, I'm going to just be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. Off the break, what I personally recognize is my spark's still not in this damn listing. That is, it's heartbreaking. It really, truly is. If the season were to end today, which again, we're about a quarter of the way through WNBA season. It's crazy. Time flies when you're having fun. But that's what we're looking at right now. My spark's not there. That hurts. That really, truly does. I understand we have some injuries, ladies. Yeah, we just got to do better. End of day. We still have enough talent to not be where we are, but it is what it is. What I also realized is the 3 new coming organizations, if the season were to end today, would be in the playoffs. Now, remember, these teams just assembled. The Valkyries last season, and then the Fire and the Tempo for this season. I don't know whether it's because they drafted players who were already, professionals, and they got a chip on their shoulder because technically, they were given the boot. Technically. Like the teams didn't say, nah, you can't have this player right here. They were like, I guess you can have these players. So maybe they're feeling a little slighted, right? Maybe that's the reason why they've gotten to a early start. Or maybe this is just them. I mean, look, the Valkyries look pretty impressive at 6-3. I'm not going to lie to you. They're pretty good. They're pretty decent. And their starting 5 is not bad. And their bench could be forming up something decent. The Tempo, I ain't mad at their Tempo. And the Fire, I mean, they got some embers on their squad. But that's when I'm seeing the 3 new teams, ladies and gentlemen, could be in the playoffs. And what would that say for the rest of the WNBA? I didn't mention the Mystics, but granted, they're young, right? Heard you. They also have 3 all-star caliber players on their team. So I would look at that as a knock against them. Same thing with the Fever, by the way. And the Fever have more established players on their team. My Sparks as well. Y'all, yeah, we've already talked about that. The Phoenix Mercury, similar thing. Because again, you still have an Alyssa Thomas, a DeWanna Bonner, a Clea Copper. We have those expectations of you all to replace maybe not the Valkyrie, but the Fire and the Tempo. I think that goes without saying. Now, some other things to note, ladies and gentlemen. The Minnesota Lynx without their best player, number 1 right now. That's not bad. That's not bad. Could we actually talk about Olivia Miles as the front runner for the Rookie of the Year race? Right now, it looks that way because, again, I wouldn't say she's leading this team, but she is, without a doubt, the floor general for this team right now. And again, ladies and gentlemen, without their best player, the Minnesota Lynx are number 1 at 7-2. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. So again, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, they have the best point differential in the league. So, I mean, that's something to note too. Now, the Atlanta Dream at number 2, right? I got to look at their schedule again to see exactly who they've been playing. But 6-2 is nothing to scoff at as well, too. And keep in mind, they've been here a large part of the season. The early season, I'll give you, but a large part of the season, they've been here. So that's something to note as well, too. Will that carry over into the playoffs? What would their seeding look like when the playoff happens? Because Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, you're looking pretty smooth. But Angel Reese is looking pretty stellar out there on the court as well, too, ladies and gentlemen. I think they have been able to unlock something of Angel Reese. And I do like Jordan Canada on their team being able to control the point guard duties, if you will. So they have a good team around them. I am curious about the bench, and I am curious what Brionna Jones looks like once she returns. But, ladies and gentlemen, this Atlanta Dream Team, they do look like they're pretty good. I'm not gonna say the Dream Team, but you know what I'm saying? They looking all right. Now, another team that is surprising me, kind of, sort of, yeah, kind of, is the Dallas Wings. Keep in mind, oh my God, I'm a big Paige Bueckers fan. Like, I'm really, truly a Paige Bueckers fan, bro. And I was not expecting them being a 3 seed right now. If this were to hold out for the remainder of the season, we got to talk about Paige Bueckers in the MVP discussion. Because she is the reason why her team is right here. Like, Olivia Miles isn't quite there yet, right? Like, we still got to see a little bit more out of her. Because keep it a buck with you, hell, Natasha Howard has been hooping for the Minnesota Lynx as of right now, bro. She has been hooping, ladies and gentlemen. So I can't give it to Olivia Miles completely. I can give it to Paige Bueckers. Yes, she got a Rike. Yes, AZ Fuzz been doing a little all right. You know what I'm saying? She's been playing solid. But Paige is clearly, definitively, without question, the leader of the team, the best player on the team. For the Lynx, we could talk about Courtney Williams. We could talk about Kayla McBride, a.k.a. Kayla McBuckets, a.k.a. Kayla Get a Bucket. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, like I told you, Natasha Howard, a.k.a. Tosh. Like, I can't give it to Olivia for sure. I could give it to Paige, or even a Ryan Howard or an Alicia Gray for MVP. That could be what we're talking about right now. Maybe I think more so Alicia, because Alicia's been playing more consistent. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, these 3 teams, they could be boasting an MVP caliber player. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. Now, the Aces at number 4, I think that kind of drops Asia's rank. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen her there before. We understand she's valuable, but her team is pretty daggone pretty good too. Like Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, ladies and gentlemen. It's a couple of people on her team. And I think you have more help for the Aces than you do the Wings. The Dream may be another discussion. The Lynx, I don't know. It could have more help on the Aces than it does on the Lynx, meaning Asia has more help. But, again, let's wait to see, because also when Feed comes back, Lynx could look a little bit different. So, we'll wait and see what happens. I also got to point this out, too, because, the Valkyries, they had 6-3 as well. Hell, so if any of these teams I just mentioned lose a game, Valkyries slide right on up into the standings, just to be honest with you. So that one's going to be interesting to note, because I really do like the Valkyries. They do look like a playoff team, honestly. Now, the Liberty, I understand you guys are still trying to get your bearings together, right? I understand you still have team injuries and all that good stuff. I hear you. I genuinely do. But at some point in time, I do need to see y'all get a little higher in these standings. Now, it's early. Remember, it is early. They only a game and a half back away from, the best team. So that's definitely doable to climb up these rankings. But we need to see it at some point in time, because y'all have way too much talent to be this low in the standings, personally. So that's why I'm waiting to see from the New York Liberty, because I got championship aspirations for both them and the Aces. Other teams still got to prove it for me. The Lynx, they're starting to look like I can move them into that contending tier along with the Dream. And I think those are the other 2 teams that I had questions about. Some other playoff contending teams, but again, they got to get into the thick of the things, because I had the Fever, I had the Mystics, my Sparks should have made it. Mercury, I had at the bottom. Again, it's very early, ladies and gentlemen. But I got some expectations for people, and some people aren't making them. Meanwhile, other people are exceeding my expectations. Kudos to the new 3 teams. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that does conclude the end of the WNBA update. Yeah, I could have talked about the NBA playoffs, NBA finals. We're going to save that for another time, because this one mattered a little bit more for me. And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of entertainment going on in the W for sure. So you got to stay tuned. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like I said, that does conclude the end of the episode. So please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone who's anyone, 1, about the WNBA, and 2, about my show. Because, the WNBA, they got the Commissioner Cup champ. They got, oh my gosh, they have the Commissioner Cup taking place. So hope y'all enjoying it. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Hope you all have a good one. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone who's anyone about the show. My name is Trey. I'm the host of Get a Bucket. I hope you're all having a good one. Take care.